Hi, church. Welcome to the end of another week. I just have 4 things I want to update you on and share. And so the first is that please take time to click on the link in the e-news to read the update from the Healthy Church team. There's some new information in there, especially as we anticipate returning and resuming to consistent in-person worship services and where we're at in the decision making for that. So please take time to click on that and open that up. And if you have any questions, you certainly can reach out to any member of the Healthy Church team, especially our chair, Bob Van Zant, or myself. So along that line with Healthy Church team and some of the requirements we have, especially as we're anticipating our outdoor in-person Easter service, there's been a question that's been raised about what we mean by the requirement of masks being 2 layers. So we're not talking about double masking, even though that is still recommended from the CDC. But when we're talking about 2 layers, it means the mask that you're wearing, actually I'll grab mine, that the mask that you're wearing has at least 2 layers of fabric. So most masks are made that way. Some of the at-home masks, though, aren't. And so you just want to make sure that the mask that you're wearing comes with 2 layers of fabric. Mine happens to have 3. Also has a filter pocket, so I have a little carbon filter in there. And when I'm out in public, I'm double masking with a surgical mask. So I opt for the double masking option. But 2 layers means just the fabric. Now, a recent change we've received in our requirements from the conference is that 2-year-olds and under are now allowed to come without wearing masks. We know that basically the rule has been that 2-year-olds and under shouldn't be wearing masks, but because we had a requirement that all people coming for in-person gatherings needed to have a mask, that was excluding our tiniest disciples. But now 2-year-olds and under are allowed to come for our in-person gatherings, worship, or any other gatherings we have in person without wearing a mask. And so as we're anticipating and thinking about those requirements, again, we have our outdoor in-person Easter gathering planned for 8 o'clock on Easter morning. You do need to RSVP for that. That helps us with our planning and to make sure that we have adequate space and the social distancing in place for that to occur. So there is information again in the e-news as well as our website about what steps you need to take in addition to RSVPing, things to prepare for and to have with you when you come. Of course, masks and social distancing. Bring a chair unless you want to stand. It will be a briefer service. We'll be able to sing 2 songs. Philip will be with us. It'll be a beautiful way to begin celebrating Christ's resurrection that morning. But then, of course, we want everyone to still join us at 10 o'clock for our online virtual service where we'll also have communion virtually that way that day. And of course, before we get to Easter, we have our Holy Week journey. So that begins on Sunday with Palm Passion Sunday. We look forward to what is a traditional service for us of being able to first begin by celebrating Jesus's arrival into Jerusalem, but then also walking through the Passion readings along with music and hymns. And then for Holy Week, in lieu of a traditional Holy Thursday or Good Friday service, you are going to have made available to you starting on Monday a resource called Journey to the Cross. It's a video worship experience that we're utilizing as a gift from another congregation that's being shared across the United Methodist Connection. It's a truly beautiful resource. I've been able to preview it, and what this is it's basically you can do it at your own choosing. So I want encourage each of you to carve out some intentional time to really experience this during Holy Week, to journey alongside Christ in the final days and hours leading up to the crucifixion. And it's done with word, and it's done with visuals, and it's done with some reflection questions. So you can do it in as little as 20 minutes, or if you choose to pause and spend some more time in reflection, you can make it a little bit longer of an experience. There will be some items that you'll need to have on hand. That information will be on the church website. And so also so that you can have those items on hand to kind of have an interactive experience. There's also going to be a PDF guide that you can download if you choose to want to have some additional reflection questions. So you can still participate in the worship experience without that guide. So there's an announcement about it today in the e-news. Then on Monday, we'll send out another e-message with all the information and the link to the video that will have gone live. And then you can also visit our website to find that same information. So there's our 4 things for today in just over 5 minutes. I hope you stayed with me. I hope you are blessed, and I pray that we can all have an intentional, reflective journey through Holy Week before we get to the celebration of that empty tomb and Jesus' resurrection. Friends, be well, be safe, be blessed.